Hello everyone, welcome to your very own YouTube channel CA Weekly. Here we discuss the top MCQs of every month on a weekly basis. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe it, and if you like the video, like and share it among your friends. So let's see the third part of September. Which institution has topped the overall category ranking of the NIRF India Rankings 2021? It's IIT Madras. As we know, recently the Union Minister of Education, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, has released the sixth edition of the NIRF ranking, and it has ranked various colleges. About 6,000 colleges participated in this ranking, and it has ranked the colleges in various uh, categories: pharmacy, management, engineering, overall category, research category. So the overall category has been won by IIT Madras. Quickly, we will look at the different categories. So the category for engineering has been topped by IIT Madras, and pharmacy has been topped by Jamia Hamdard, New Delhi. The management category has been topped by IIM Ahmedabad, and the overall category has been topped by IIT Madras, as I already told. The research category, which was introduced for the first time, has been topped by Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. This category has been introduced for the first time, and in the college category, Miranda House, University of Delhi, has topped in the college category, and in the overall category ranking, IIT Madras has topped. Who has been named as the new captain of Afghanistan men's cricket team for the T20 World Cup? So it is Mohammad Nabi. T20 World Cup are on the cards. So every team has selected its squad, and Mohammad Nabi would be the captain for Afghanistan men's cricket team after Rashid Khan stepped down. Initially, he was the captain, but he stepped down because he wanted to show his protest for not taking his inputs while selecting the T20 squad. Okay. What is the theme of World Suicide Prevention Day 2021? So the theme is creating hope through action. And when is the World Suicide Prevention Day 2021 observed? It is observed on 10th of September. See, suicide prevention is a very grave concern because according to a report, every 40 seconds a person commits or tries to suicide. So it's a very grave concern, and the days like this help to observe or highlight these problems. So the theme was creating hope through action. Who has been named as the winner of the 2021 International Young Eco Hero Award? It's Ayan Shankata. Before talking about Ayan, let's see what is Young Eco Hero Award. So basically, this award uh, is given by a US-based non-profit organization, AFN. AFN stands for Action for Nature. This organization recognizes and applauds people who work for the solving environmental problems. So Ayan Shankata has secured third place in the age group of 8 to 14. And what was his contribution? So he was working on a project called Conservation and Rehabilitation of Powai Lake. Conservation and Rehabilitation of Powai Lake. And where is Powai Lake situated? So it is a artificial lake situated in the northern suburbs of Mumbai. Powai Lake. Uh, Earlier it used to feed the people of Mumbai, but now it has been shrinking and it's just reduced to a tourist spot. So Mr. Ayan Shankata, who is a 12-year-old boy from Mumbai, has worked on the conservation and rehabilitation of this lake. Ayan Shankata, Young Hero Award, Eco Hero Award. Important question. The research institution category is the newly introduced category in Indian ranking 2021. Which Indian institution has topped in this category? As I already told you, IISc Bangalore. Research category. India will hold a 2+2 dialogue with which nation on September 11 to discuss Afghanistan and Indo-Pacific region. So India will be holding this 2+2 dialogue with Australia. As we already know that India holds 2+2 dialogue with other countries like Japan and America. So this time it is holding a 2+2 dialogue with Australia. And for the same purpose, uh, the Australia's foreign minister Mary Spain and defense minister Peter Dutton has arrived in New Delhi on 10th of September. So it is not a virtual meet because these days many of the meetings have been done virtually, but this is not a virtual meet. Which financial body has approved a 112 million US dollar loan to improve water supply infrastructure in Jharkhand? So the correct answer is Asian Development Bank. Asian Development Bank has been doing a lot these days. We recently saw in the second part that it has approved a housing scheme for the urban poor in Tamil Nadu. Again, this time it has provided loan for water supply infrastructure in Jharkhand. Who is the president of ADB? It's Mast Matsugu Asakawa. Remember the name of the presidents of important organization because the president of WHO has been asked recently in the UPSC EPFO exam. And also the headquarter. The headquarter of ADB is in Manila, Philippines, and is the second term of Matsugu Asakawa. He is from Japan. BHEL has set up India's first ever indigenously designed high ash coal gasification based methanol production plant in which city? Remember, it's Hyderabad. BHEL, as we all know, is Bharat Heavy Electronics Limited. And what exactly is high ash coal gasification based methanol production plant? So this plant will produce about 0.25 tons per day of methanol, and methanol is utilized as a motor fuel to power ship engines and to generate clean power all over the world. It's a very clean source of power. Methanol is also used to generate diesel methyl ether, DME. Diesel methyl ether is very similar to diesel, and small adjustments here and there in the current diesel engine would help to utilize this methanol as diesel methyl ether. Remember this, diesel methyl ether. Just imagine how much amount of clean energy this plant would generate. Government has constituted an expert committee to frame new laws for drugs, cosmetics and medical devices. Who is the head of this committee? So the head of this committee is VG Somani. And who is VG Somani? He is the Drug Controller General of India. Recently, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has constituted an 8-member expert committee. 8-member expert committee for framing new laws for drugs, cosmetics and medical devices and replace the existing Drug and Cosmetics Act 1940. It has been a long redundant act, so it needed some improvisation. So the government has constituted an 8-member committee which will frame new laws for drugs, cosmetics and medical devices. And the head is VG Somani. Neeraj Chopra has been appointed as the brand ambassador of which companies? It's Tata AIA Life Insurance. Neeraj Chopra needs no introduction. He has brought India's first gold medal in javelin throw with a record 87.58 meter of javelin throw. It's a commendable number. And India's position in the Tokyo Olympics was 48 position. India won a total of 7 medals, 1 gold, 2 silver and 4 bronze. And US topped this medal tally. Tokyo Olympics I'm talking about. Also remember Sumit Antil. He too needs to be remembered because he too brought a gold medal in javelin throw in the Paralympics. Sumit Antil. And what was India's position in the Paralympics? It was 24th out of 162 countries that participated in it. India won a total of 19 medals, 5 gold, 8 silver, plus 6 bronze. Okay, Neeraj Chopra, Tata AIA. The MABI Digital 3.0 is a special campaign launched by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology in collaboration with which ministry? So Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has done a collaboration for MABI Digital 3.0 special campaign. Hardeep Singh Puri is the Minister for Housing and Urban Affairs. And what exactly is MABI Digital 3.0? Well, it's a special campaign for digital onboarding and training for street vendors under PM Swanidhi scheme. Pradhan Mantri Street Vendor Atmanirbhar Nidhi scheme, and this campaign will be launched across 223 cities in India, and it was jointly launched by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs and Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. See, this campaign is in line with the Prime Minister's or Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi's vision of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. It's a great campaign. Uh, what is the new deadline to file the income tax returns for the financial year 2020 to 2021? Well, the Central Board of Direct Taxes has extended the last date for filing income tax returns for individual till 31st December. And this is the second time that CBDT has extended the date. Earlier it was done to 30th September and now it has been extended to 31st December. And normally the day is 31st July. So we get to see two extensions. And why the CBDT has given this extension? Well, see, was a new income tax portal that was launched on the 7th of June, and there are certain glitches, technical glitches in that portal. So many people have failed to file their income tax returns, and hence the CBDT has given this extension. RN Ravi has been appointed as the new governor of which state? So RN Ravi has been appointed the new governor of Tamil Nadu. Earlier he was the governor of Nagaland. He is the former governor of Nagaland, and now he has been the new governor of Tamil Nadu. The Earth observation satellite Gaofen 502 has been launched by which country? So China has launched this Earth observation satellite by Long March rocket. Long March 4C rocket. Remember the name of the satellite and the launching rocket. China. Who has been appointed as the governor of Uttarakhand following the resignation of former governor Baby Rani Maurya? In the last part, I discussed that Baby Rani Maurya has stepped down as the governor of Uttarakhand, and now Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh has taken over as the governor of Uttarakhand. He was the Deputy Chief of Army, Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh. What is the theme of the BRICS Summit 2021? The theme was BRICS at 15, Intra-BRICS Cooperation for Continuity, Consolidation and Consensus. The world's largest plant designed to capture carbon dioxide directly out of the air has been inaugurated in which country? So remember, it's Iceland. And this is a very interesting concept and it's very expensive. So Iceland has recently designed this plant and it has the name Orca, which means rock in Icelandic language. It's called rock. The name of the plant is Orca. Okay, and it will suck about 4,000 tons of carbon dioxide per year directly from the air. Then what it will do? It will then deposit it at a depth of 1,000 meters below the surface of the earth where it will turn into rock. So CO2 will turn into rock. And which are the firms involved in this plant? Remember the name? The Iceland carbon capture firm Carbfix and Swiss startup Climeworks AG. Climeworks AG. Both these companies have come on board together to launch this world's largest capture carbon dioxide plant. Well, this is a very expensive technology and hence it is not feasible for global use, but it will contribute a lot towards the environment. What's the capital of Iceland? It's Reykjavik, and the currency is Icelandic krona. It's a country in Europe, Iceland. Who has broken the world record for most goals scored in men's international football? So it's none other than Cristiano Ronaldo. He is the Portuguese captain, okay, and he has scored a total of 111 goals. In fact, he scored 110th and the 111th goal to break this record in the match against Ireland, and he won the match by 2-1. Cristiano Ronaldo, who has been appointed as the economic advisor by the Andhra Pradesh government. It's Rajneesh Kumar. It's the second time I'm taking this question. Rajneesh Kumar, economic advisor by the Andhra Pradesh government. PM Modi chaired the BRICS Summit 2021 virtually. The summit has which edition of the program? So it was the 13th edition. Who has been appointed as the new governor of Nagaland? It's Jagdish Mukhi, who is who happens to be the incumbent governor of Assam also. So it's an additional duty. India's first ever emergency landing strip at National Highway for the Indian Air Force planes has been launched in which state? It's Rajasthan. We've already seen this question in the second part. And Satta Gandhav patch of the National Highway 925A has been chosen for India's first emergency landing facility. Okay, and this highway is in Barmer district of Rajasthan. Remember, it's a very important question. Who has won the Women's Prize for Fiction for the fantasy novel Piranesi? So, Suzanne Clarke, she is a British author and she has won this commendable fiction Women's Prize for the novel Piranesi. Suzanne Clarke. Remember the author's name and the book. What is the theme of Himalayan Day 2021? So the theme of Himalayan Day 2021 is Contribution of Himalayas and Our Responsibilities. This day is celebrated on 9th of September and Uttarakhand is the state which observes Himalayan Day 2021. Which ministry has launched Swachh Sarvekshan Gramin 2021? So Ministry of Jal Shakti has launched the Swachh Sarvekshan Gramin 2021. Who is the Ministry of State for Jal Shakti Ministry? It's Prahlad Singh Patel. And the Swachh Sarvekshan Gramin 2021 will be undertaken by Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation, DDWS. Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation. Remember the department and the ministry. Okay, and this survey will be done using an app of Swachh Sarvekshan Gramin app, and the Ministry of Jal Shakti has launched this Sarvekshan. Who is the newly appointed governor of Punjab? It's Mr. Banwari Lal Purohit, who was the former governor of Tamil Nadu. With which country India has partnered to launch the Center of Excellence on Offshore Wind? It's Denmark. India and Denmark has launched this Center of Excellence on Offshore Wind under the Green Strategic Partnership. Green Strategic Partnership. This partnership happened in 2020 last year. And under this Green Strategic Partnership, India has launched this Center of Excellence on Offshore Wind. During this meet, India has set a target of 450 gigawatt of renewable energy capacity by 2030. 450 gigawatt. And what's the present status of India? It's 146 gigawatt. So it's a very challenging and mammoth task to increase the power output to this limit from 146 gigawatt to 450 gigawatt. Who has been appointed as the new Chief Executive Officer of Yahoo? It's Jim Lanzone. Jim Lanzone was the ex-CEO of Tinder. Tinder is a popular dating website. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated the Sardar Bhavan in which city? Remember, it's Ahmedabad. So Sardar Bhavan is dedicated to Iron Man of India, as we all know, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel ji, and this project has been developed by Vishw Patidar Samaj. Vishw Patidar Samaj. Remember this. And what exactly is Sardar Bhavan? Well, basically, it is a facility which will consist of library, hostel, and career guidance and training center for boys as well as girls from the rural areas. From the rural areas, girls and boys will come here and stay, and it will also have a multi-purpose stadium, Sardar Dham Bhavan, Ahmedabad. Which organization has developed a new API to enable checking of COVID-19 vaccination status? API is a user interface and it has been developed by Cowin. So Cowin has developed an application programming interface known as Client's Vaccination Status or KYC, Client's Vaccination Status. It will tell whether a person is vaccinated fully or partially. Who has been appointed as the vice chairman of Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Smriti by the center? So Vijay Goyal. He has been appointed as the vice chairman of Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Smriti. Remember, Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Smriti is the site of martyrdom of Mahatma Gandhi. At this place, Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated. Okay, so it is a very important place, and the chairman of GSDS is PM Modi himself, and vice chairman is Vijay Goyal, and it is being taken care by the Ministry of Culture. Ministry of Culture. Who has been named as the new Chief Minister of Gujarat to replace Vijay Rupani? Remember, it's Bhupendra Patel. Vijay Rupani has resigned from the post of Chief Minister just before the assembly election in 2022, and Bhupendra Patel has taken his place. Okay. India undertook its maiden 2+2 ministerial dialogue with which country? So first time India will have a ministerial dialogue with Australia, and this will take place at Hyderabad House. Where is Hyderabad House? It is in New Delhi. And talks are there for same ministerial dialogue with Russia also. And if this happens, Russia will become the first non-Quad country to have a 2+2 ministerial dialogue. And what are Quad countries? So Quad countries consist of 4 countries: India, US, Japan, and Australia. India is the host country for the 16th Assembly of ASO-SAI in 2024. Who has been appointed as the chairman of the Assembly on behalf of India? G.C. Murmu. The Comptroller and Auditor General of India, Mr. G.C. Murmu, has been appointed as the chairman And what exactly is ASO SAI? Well, ASO SAI stands for Asian Organization of Supreme Audit Institution, and it is a regional group of the INTOSAI, International Organization of Supreme Audit Institution. Basically, the aim is to promote understanding and cooperation among member institutions through the exchange of ideas and experiences in the field of public audit, as the name suggests. And GC Murmu will be appointed as the chairman for a period of 3 years from 2024 to 2027. Which product has been added in the revised Transport and Marketing Assistance TMA for a specified agriculture product scheme? So dairy products has been added in the Transport and Marketing Assistance scheme. And now what exactly is TMA? Well, TMA was introduced in 2019 to mitigate the disadvantage of high freight cost which is faced by the Indian exporters of agricultural products. Uh, TMA scheme gives assistance in terms of cash through DBT, direct benefit transfer, or as part of reimbursement in freight paid. Exactly when the exporters of India export their goods to foreign land, they have to pay a very high freight charges. So that to mitigate that, this scheme was launched for agricultural products. But now dairy products is also been included in this scheme. So it will be very beneficial for the exporters of dairy products. Who is the winner of the F1 Italian Grand Prix 2021? It's Daniel Ricciardo. He plays for McLaren. Remember the company. Who has been appointed as the chairman of the National Commission for Minorities? It's Iqbal Singh Lalpura. And there are 6 religion committees in India which is recognized. It is Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Buddhists, Zoroastrians, and Jains. This is a very popular question, and only 6 religious communities have been notified in Gazette of India as minority communities, okay, all over India. So the chairman of National Commission of Minorities is Iqbal Singh Lalpura. Who is the Minister of State for External Affairs who has delivered the keynote in the 4th conference of the Protectors of Emigrants? It is V. Muralidharan. Aziz Akanouche has been announced as the new Prime Minister of which nation? Remember, it's Morocco. Morocco is a country in Africa and its capital is Rabat. And Morocco dirham is the currency. Aziz Akanouche. Which player has won the 2021 US Open's women's single title? It's Emma Raducanu. Who has won the US Open 2021 final? It's Daniel Medvedev. Let us quickly look at all the Grand Slams. Uh, Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, US. There's a small trick to remember this chronology. All fun with you. Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, and US Open. So let me quickly write the names here. Men's, women's. Okay. Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, and US. So Novak Djokovic from Serbia has won all the 3 Grand Slams, and the last one US Open has been won by Daniel Medvedev. Okay, Novak Djokovic belongs to Serbia and Daniel Medvedev hails from Russia. Okay, and for women, Australian Open has been won by Naomi Osaka. She comes from Japan. The French Open has been won by Barbara Rejovica. She comes from Czech Republic. The Wimbledon has been won by Ashley Barty. Ashley Barty. She comes from Australia. Okay. And US Open has been won by Emma, as we saw in the last question. Emma Raducanu. She comes from UK. We saw in the last question. Okay. Very important question. All the four Grand Slams, the chronology, and the respective winners. Okay. The three have been won by Novak Djokovic. So you just need to remember the fourth one. And in the women's, all four are different. What is the name given to India's first ever satellite and nuclear missile tracking ship? Remember, it's INS Dhruv, and it has been commissioned in Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. Remember the place where these missile tracking ships are commissioned. Very important. Andhra Pradesh. Which football player has scripted his name in the Guinness World Records for becoming the highest goal scorer in the men's international football history? It's Cristiano Ronaldo. We discussed in the last part also that he has been the highest scorer and he has scripted his name is Guinness World Records. He has scored his 110th and 111th goal in the match against Ireland, and which they won by 2-1. Which country became the first country to adopt Bitcoin as a national currency? El Salvador. India's largest open-air fernery has been inaugurated in which of these places? It's Ranikhet. Ranikhet is a place in Uttarakhand. Now, what exactly is an open-air fernery? Ferns. It is a garden which will consist of ferns, and it will be spread in an area of 4 acre, and it will house about 140 different kind of ferns. What are ferns? So ferns are non-flowering pteridophytes. They are non-flowering pteridophytes. A species in the plant kingdom. Okay, and they generally reproduce by producing spores. So the basic idea of giving this background so that you can remember exactly what is being discussed. Ferns. Okay, and ferns are very important. They are used in medicinal purposes. Some famous ferns are Hansraj, Madurai. These are very famous ferns. Okay, Ranikhet. And India's first cryptogamic garden came up in Dehradun. Also remember this fact. India's first cryptogamic garden came up in Dehradun. Okay. Who has laid the foundation stone of UP National Law University? So the foundation stone has been laid by our Honorable President Mr. Ramnath Kovind in the Jhalwa area of Prayagraj. Jhalwa area of Prayagraj. UP National Law University. And he also inaugurated the new Allahabad High Court complex. He laid the foundation stone and it will be built in Allahabad, new Allahabad High Court complex. Which state has launched the millet mission to become the hub of millet in India? So this scheme has been launched by the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh, Mr. Bhupesh Bagal, and an MOU has been signed between IIMR, Indian Institute of Millet Research, which is located in Hyderabad, and 14 collectors of Chhattisgarh, district collectors of Chhattisgarh. An MOU has been signed to train the farmers, to give them scientific know-how to grow kodo, kudri, and ragi, kutki. Sorry, these are millets, and it will help to like give employment to the farmers there and increase their crop value. Which Indian state has launched the initiative of medicine from the sky to use drones for delivering drugs and vaccines? So this initiative has been launched in the state of Telangana by the Union Minister of Civil Aviation, Jyotiraditya Scindia. The first ever Quad Summit 2021 is scheduled to take place on which date? So it will take place on September of 24th. And US President Joe Biden has will host the first ever in-person summit. Virtually, this summit was conducted in March, but it was conducted virtually. So Joe Biden this time will host in person, and Australia, Japan, US, and India are the Quad countries. So from Australia, the Prime Minister Scott Morrison, from Japan, Yoshida Suga, from US, Joe Biden himself, and from India, PM Modi will be present on 24th of September in White House in US. Okay, first ever Quad Summit 2021, September 24th. India has launched the Climate Action and Finance Mobilization Dialogue CAFMD with which country? It's United States. So the United States Special Presidential Envoy for Climate, John Kerry, traveled to New Delhi on 10th of September to launch this India-US Climate Action and Finance Mobilization Dialogue. And who is the Union Cabinet Minister for Environmental, Forest and Climate Change? It's Bhupendra Yadav. So this CFMD has been launched by John Kerry and Bhupendra Yadav, and it will provide both countries with an opportunity to renew collaborations on climate change. CFMD. Who has been appointed as the new Prime Minister of Lebanon? It's Najim Mikati, and he is also the richest person of Lebanon. Okay, and Aziz Aknouch is the Prime Minister, newly elected Prime Minister of Morocco. Okay, which state has achieved the top position in the installation of off-grid solar pumps under PM Kusum? So it is Haryana. And what exactly is PM Kusum? So it's Pradhan Mantri Kisan Urja Suraksha Evam Uthan Maha Abhiyan. It is related to solar pumps, installation of solar pumps, and this scheme was launched in July 2019. Pradhan Mantri Kisan Urja Suraksha Evam Uthan Maha Abhiyan. Noakhai is a harvest festival celebrated by the native of which Indian state? It's Noakhai Juhar. Okay, Noakhai Juhar is a harvest festival celebrated by the native of which Indian state? It's Odisha. Well, basically, it's a agricultural festival which is observed to welcome new rice of the season. New rice of the season. It is observed in the state of Odisha. Noakhai Juhar. Important question. Who has become the first professional golfer in the world to receive the prestigious 10-year Dubai Golden Visa? It's Jeev Milkha Singh. In the second part of September, I discussed what is Golden Visa. Basically, it is a visa given by the UAE to talented people so that they can stay in the country and do their respective works. It's a 10-year visa. Similar visas are green visa, golden visa. The government of India observes Hindi Day on which day? It's September of 14th. Which space tech startup has become the first private company to formally sign an agreement with the ISRO for using its expertise and facilities? It is Skyroot Aerospace. Well, it's a Hyderabad-based startup which has signed a deal with ISRO for using its facilities and expertise. Which state's assembly has passed a bill seeking a permanent exemption to the state from NEET? NEET is a exam for medical entrance, and Tamil Nadu has passed a bill seeking a permanent exemption to the state from NEET. Well, this is a very long plead by the state of Tamil Nadu, and recently we saw a student committing suicide on the day of NEET. So this protest has taken place in the state of Tamil Nadu. Rebecca Greenspan has taken charge as the first woman Secretary General of which UN body? It's UNCTAD. UNCTAD is United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, and it was established in 1964 with headquarters. The headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay. Who has been appointed as the new acting chairperson of the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal (NCLAT)? It's Justice M. Venugopal. Which country has allowed International Atomic Energy Agency to replace memory cards of cameras monitoring its nuclear sites? It's Iran. So Iran has finally agreed to uh, IAEA Vienna, its headquarters. So IAEA was long asking Iran authorities to allow them to replace their memory cards of the cameras they were using to monitor the nuclear sites.